Hey, how's it going? It's Grant with the Garden of Eater. Trying something a little bit different tonight. I got to look at this camera instead of this camera. I don't know why, but the camera did not start working like usual tonight, but something we've been trying to get to work for a very long time is now working. So we've got the camera on the cell phone all rigged up. I've got the baby. Shelby's getting ready because she had to help me figure out the whole camera situation. And you're not making this easy for me at all, are you, sweetheart? I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. All right, I'm back. Hopefully, no more issues. Gotta look over here. It's gonna be a wild one today. Hopefully, everybody is having a nice holiday season. It's already been full gear for us, and we've had quite a bit going on already. I'll wait for Shelby to get back to start talking about that. But let's start off with a giveaway. Hashtag TGOE, and we'll get started on a $25 gift card. I've got quite a few of those to give out tonight, as well as some shrimp packs and a plant pack as well. So here we go. So just scrolling through, seeing what everybody's doing. Scotty said, hopefully I can stay awake. Haven't been doing good with nighttime streams lately. You must be getting up early in the morning. I have not been good with getting up early in the morning. The baby's got us all on a wild time schedule right now. Seems like we've been up every night until about 3 o'clock in the morning, and then we end up getting up around 9, 10 o'clock, except for days where we had shipping and we had to get things out early, had a lot of packages going out. So I'm all caught up on stream. There's no questions or anything like that going on. If there is any concerns or questions, anybody has any issues they want getting figured out tonight, now is definitely the time to ask those. I do got some things to update everybody on. Yeah, it's basically the time of the year where packages are starting to pile up at the post office. So if you've gotten an order from us and it hasn't been shipped out yet, and how do you know if it's been shipped out yet? Well, Shelby sends an email with the tracking numbers when your packages have been sent out. So if you don't have an email yet, we checked the delays today. We checked the delays on Saturday, and they were just way too bad to be shipping stuff out. There's a lot of last minute Christmas senders that are shipping stuff out. We've had so much going on that Shelby's Christmas cards that she made for everybody only just got here. So we definitely were waiting on those longer than we thought we were going to be. Everything else that we've gotten has been a little bit delayed. So we thought it would be best if we stopped sending out the packages until after Christmas. So next Monday or Saturday, this Saturday, we'll take a look again at those shipping ETAs and then go ahead and take care of everybody's. And then we've got some extra samplers from the Crawfish Empire, a bunch of the crayfish chips and everything like that. I'm looking for one of the stickers. I can't find it, but welcome to the team, OK Razorback. I don't know why I was about to read it differently. Thought there was an S in the front, but so you now get a 10% off code to our website, tgoeshrimp.com. We also have a exclusive members only sticker. If you go ahead and email us at thegardenofeater@gmail.com, we will send you that. We just need your name and address so we can get you this sticker. Or we can give you the code if you want to place an order, and then we'll throw the sticker in the box with your order. So welcome. And, if you ever have any questions or need any help, this is the time to do it. All right. Merry Christmas. Shady Grady. And then, yeah, I guess I'll go over some of the updates. The baby kind of spit up on me while I was holding her right at the beginning. So I had to run her to Shelby. So she's probably even going to be a little bit later on that. I don't think she got it on her outfit. She didn't get it on me. Maybe a little bit, but I think I'm good to go. But I didn't even get to show off the outfit. Garcia Aquatics got us this cute little onesie. It's a Christmas onesie from Buc-ee's. So I was hoping to share that off on the Christmas stream. Maybe we'll have to do it next week if she did get something on it. So how do shrimp talk to each other? They use the shell phones. We don't got questions. We got jokes tonight. I thought that was a legitimate question, Passing Wind, at first. And then halfway through, I realized you got me. Shady Grady said, finally back on my feet after a long recovery. Glad to hear it. Oh, yeah. I forgot about those. Oh, man. All right. So Shelby has joined us. Oh, you got the whole ensemble now. She didn't get any on her? Mm-mm. All right, cool. So I didn't want to wait. I just felt like bringing it right to you so we didn't make a mess. All right, so Shelby, welcome. Myra, you've got the cutest little outfit on, courtesy of Garcia Aquatics. I haven't seen him in chat. Maybe I missed over him. So we'll have to pull out the whole outfit again if he isn't around. But I've got her full attention now. All right, so we're going to talk about red cherry shrimp. They are the beginner shrimp for all keepers to try and get started. Basically, the first ones that everyone keeps. See, whenever I have their attention like this, I just got to drill her with information, and then she'll know everything by the time she's our other kids' ages. So, oh man, it's hard to get things done when I got her stare like that. So, it's definitely different going from a different camera angle. We gotta switch it up a little bit. Something's got to change. This is rough.
It's not bad.
No, it's not. But I think it'd be better if I positioned it behind there.
Yeah. Okay. And there was a question. House of Pisces said, I seem to be breeding see-through as in translucent pygmy cories. I had 4 albino pygmies and 10 normal before. Should I focus on clear pygmy cories?
I mean, if you have a genetic anomaly that nobody else has, I would definitely go for it. I would ask maybe some of the more common cory cat breeders what they think about it. Maybe it's not that uncommon. Maybe they get them all the time, and those are what are known as culls. But even in the shrimp hobby, some things that I thought were culls end up coming out as full lines of shrimp, like the Red Riding Hoods. So,
what do you consider when deciding on using heavy rocks and nanotanks?
I definitely consider what is actually going to fit in the tank. With nanotanks, though, I like using a lot of smaller rocks and putting things together and not necessarily using really large rocks. It's more like what looks good, kind of texture and stuff like that. You want to take in all of those things into consideration, but at the same time, it depends on like the depth and size of the tank and what kind of look you're going for. But when we're doing nano tanks, it's pretty much you find the gnarliest, coolest looking rock or wood and then build off of that. So that's what I do anyways.
Is that a Clarice Lindsay, Rudolph's girlfriend? I guess. I'm not really sure if they're... I didn't know Rudolph had a girlfriend. That's funny. But yeah, it's a cute little... It's a little robe. And then she's got a Buc-ee's onesie on from Garcia Aquatics. They got that for her. It's so cute. This comes with a little stuffed animal reindeer too with it. It's so cute. They couldn't help it. But all right. Hope everyone is having a good holiday season. I wonder if the quality is better for everybody else because it looks so much better here already. Christy, member for 20 months. Thank you so much. Just happy holidays, everybody. Happy holidays to you too.
I've got to get going. I got to get the back scraped, and we got to get the sparklers for the next live stream because it'll look way better.
Yeah.
Oh, he's here. Oh, no, that's Big Steven.
Yeah.
I thought that was Garcia for a second.
Do you have a matching one for Grant? Unfortunately, no. That would have been great, though.
Oh, no.
Would have been so cute. And she's going to be done with this robe here in like 2 minutes. Like,
She should have wore that to the Pisces Christmas party, though.
I liked her penguins. I like the penguins. Big Steve, Glass Boxes gifted 1 Garden of Eater membership. Thank you so much. Whoever got gifted that lovely membership, you do get a. I had it on this table for like a month.
Yeah, I was looking for it earlier.
Sticker. It's holographic of our old logo. And you get also a 10% off discount to our website, tgoeshrimp.com. So make sure you email us at gardenofeater@gmail.com. And I'm getting there. We do have all of the past winners for all the swag packs and everything that you were supposed to get is all ready to go. We will be shipping that out this weekend. We stopped shipping because of all the holiday delays, issues with that. I've just decided not to ship it out yet. What? You just awfully squirmy back there. Look at that face. Oh,
so I did start off the first
Thanks,
giveaway, a $25 gift card to tgoeshrimp.com.
Did you start the house track?
I did not start it in there, but no, I told the people about it. And so also, because if it doesn't start, then they have to do it. Okay, all right, cool. We've got several other giveaways to give away today. We've got a choice between 2 Christmassy. We went through all the Sam Scales prints, and we definitely both agreed that this one, oh man, it's hard to do this again.
Not that far.
I went over here because this is where it used to be. And if you don't like gobies, we thought maybe you would like a rainbow fish. So this one isn't exactly as Christmas colors as this one, but they will work. They're still beautiful Sam Scales prints. These aren't what we're giving away right now. Right now is a $25 gift card. So hashtag TGOE. And then we're going to be doing a couple of other giveaways as well. Nothing else? We're fully caught up?
No, we're not caught up. Sorry. I have to focus on 2 things at once.
You want to take her?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Monster Fish Gal. Thank you, George. For a moment there, I thought the baby was dressed up in a Bucky. It is dressed up in a Bucky's outfit. She is.
It is.
It is adorable. But yeah, this is separate. I don't know if they got this at Bucky's too, but this is the little robe. It does look weird because I'm looking over here, so we'll have to move the cameras.
I definitely agree.
My phone, I finally hooked it up to the laptop, and it automatically switched to my phone camera, and I was like, wow, it actually looks better than the camera on the laptop, because that's been an issue. The quality has just been really bad. All right, we're caught up. Back to you.
All right, so we got some updates for everybody. This past week, we went to, when was it? On Thursday, we drove up to Georgia. Shelby is now working with Pisces, and they had their Christmas party. And it was only a short 5-hour drive for us to get there. So, we drove up the day before because it was a little bit early. But the next morning, we got to go to the warehouse. And at first, they were like, well, the kids aren't allowed in there, so you're probably not allowed in there and either, and you're just gonna have to sit in the car. And I'm like, that's fine. I'm just here for this little one anyways, because if it wasn't for Myra, you probably just would have gone by yourself to the Christmas party. So somebody had to be there to watch this little gremlin while Shelby was enjoying herself. And we got to the warehouse around 9 a.m. and then Shelby comes out and she's like, hey, come help me pick out wood and stuff. And it was one of the best perks that we've had so far in the hobby. We've done quite a few aquascaping contests, but nothing really paralleled to bins and bins and bins of one type of material. So we've already got more than enough dragonstone and rock and mountain stone and other things like that. So we were really there for wood. Shelby needed a couple substrates for her actual working job. All the wood was actual for her job as well. But it was cool to go through the bags of spiderwood and the bags of honeycomb and ancient wood and wizard wood, and see how they set up the bags and the bins for all the substrates. And it was a really cool experience. I did take a photo and I almost posted it, and I was like, I don't know if they want that posted. So I don't know, maybe you can send it to Brandy and say, am I allowed to post this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Beauty in the Bud says, Shelby, does your necklace say the Garden of Eden? So pretty. Yes. Oinky got this for me. It's so awesome. I tried showing it in a couple live streams, but it's such bad quality. So I know. It is so cute. I absolutely adore it. It's like one of the best gifts I've ever gotten.
She was just saying the other day how she thinks it's her favorite gift that we've gotten so far. And then I say it definitely rivals the experience we had. Nothing rivals the experience we had with Lady Diane. But then we got a handmade from Dan Dirt's son. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. Their son. And it is a plaque that says the Garden of Eden, and it was wood etched into it. So, burnt etched into it. It looks really cool. So I love the little custom gifts and stuff like that. It's really nice and thoughtful. And then, of course,
we've got many gifts. What the Garden of Eden.
The plethora of baked goods we got from Jenna P.
Yeah. Oh man, it was so funny. We had dirty rice at one of the restaurants we went to, and I was just like eating it. And it was just so bland. Like there was no seasoning to it, and I'm like, that Louisiana rice that Steven and Jenna got us ruined all other rice because that just had so much flavor. Make sure you do hashtag TGOE for the gift card giveaway for the first one. We will be drawing that here. When?
In 12 minutes.
12 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, forgot to get my one thing here.
We could do it in 2 minutes or when you get back. That's fine. Hashtag TGOE. Get it in now. But it was definitely nice to go to the Christmas party and enjoy dinner with Shelby's new bosses. As we're leaving the warehouse, her boss goes, all right, I'll race you there. And usually when people say that, they're just joking. Her boss got into her car and took off like she was actually racing. Didn't see her. She took a turn, never saw her again. So she was definitely there and ready to go before we got there. But yeah, Shelby was like, I have the coolest boss. And I definitely have to agree. Definitely cooler than any of the bosses I've ever had.
It's so cool. And I also got the coolest gift ever. So it's a engraved Yeti that says Pisces on it. It's not focusing.
How did I not see you got that?
I even showed it to you. Why is it not focusing? There we go. Too many things going on. And then it's got my name engraved on the back. Your face is focusing with that face with your water. Was it not water? Was it tea or something?
No, I don't know how I didn't know about that.
It's the most coolest thing. Brandy got it for me.
Oh.
So cool. Jealous. Stephen P., thank you so much. Gifted 10 of the Garden of Eden memberships. Thank you. That's that season of she's kicking my gift giving. You guys are always such great supporters, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you. And if you did get gifted that Garden of Eden membership, make sure to email us at thegardenofeater@gmail.com. Your email, not your address and your name and your YouTube name. Thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And Jenna, I'm sure it's the both of you watching. So really appreciate you guys. I also let everybody know that the cards are here late. So
Oh, yeah.
we'll be getting those out. We got something special for you guys.
Yeah, that took a little bit longer than I thought. And it's going to take a little bit longer to fill everything out.
But we got it done.
Yes.
We haven't done Christmas cards for 10 years.
10 years.
So you got to cut us some slack. It took us, it was a learning curve to figure it all out again.
It was so cool. So a picture came up, was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or this morning, of Jaden's first time going to see Santa. And it's the same Santa that
I knew it was the same Santa.
Since 12 years ago.
That, yeah.
Well, no, he's almost 13, but 12 years
for
ago.
10 years. I think it was when he first went.
No, he was only like 9 months old. March, April, May, June, July. Oh my God, July, September, October, November, December. So 8 months old. That was his first time going. So he was adorable. Is that lemon cookies?
No, those are my cookies.
Oh, okay. That's so funny.
I don't have it on my memories. It must have been what you showed me.
Yeah, which is, oh.
Yeah.
I gotta go find a cord though for it because I know it's gonna die if I don't plug it.
Oh, great.
And then we lose off camera.
We'll still have audio though, so people will hear the panic. That's right. All right, I'll move on to the next thing is we did share a photo of all of the stuff we brought home from the warehouse. Also, Shelby did not let me know that we were getting an aquarium. So I pile up the car. I get it stacked like a Tetris puzzle. I'm like, I got room for like 4 more pieces of wood. So I walk back into the warehouse because Shelby's like, pick out some bigger pieces for us too. And so I was like, I didn't pick out any bigger pieces yet. I want to make sure that I had room in the car. So I go back. I got 2 pieces. Those go in great. I got room for 2 more pieces. And I go get those. And as I'm walking and putting those in the car, shut the trunk, Brandy's husband goes, oh, yeah, don't forget have him grab the tank. And Brandy's like, yeah, grab the tank. And Shelby's like, oh, yeah, I forgot about the tank. And I'm like, what size tank? And Shelby's like, I don't know. And so I go over to the guy, and I'm like, hey, can I just see this tank? I know nothing about it. So just got to know if I can even fit it in the car. And they weren't going back home. They were going to, like, other side of Georgia, too. So the guy's all like, oh, hold on, deer. Tell him to stop. I got a deer. It's next to the deer. And I'm thinking it's like a freshly hunted deer that, like, he hasn't cleaned yet. And they were going to do it at the family house. And I'm like, dude, my grandpa had a deer farm. Like, we're good. Or not a deer farm, but many acres for deer hunting. And we eat fresh deer around this time of the year every single year. And I was like, don't worry about it. And it was just a mounted head.
Oh.
A big one, but yeah.
To be fair, I did not know that it was going to be that big of a tank.
Massive tank.
We previously discussed nano tanks, like little plastic.
Well, in her saltwater world, that probably is like what she thinks as a nano tank. But it is a really cool tank, though. It's a paludarium cutout tank. So we've been wanting to do something with one of those tanks now for a really long time. It would be really cool set up with some like vampire crabs in the future.
Oops. I'm just gonna take that cord out.
Yeah, probably.
That's funny.
But we got everything out of the car. I rearranged it, and I got everything in the tank that I could, and then ended up making everything fit, even with the aquarium. So it wasn't that big of a deal. It's definitely a lot harder to fit everything into the back of the car with a full-size baby stroller in there too. So that was a challenge all on its own. We're still figuring that one out.
So Steven, he said Jenna got one of the memberships too, and she said, "Should I thank myself?" I get them all the time when people gift memberships. I hate when I get gifted one. It drives me crazy.
Sorry.
Happy holidays, everybody. Oinky. We were just talking about the lovely gift you gave me. Member
Gave
for
us. I get
20
to look at it.
Member for 23 months. Thank you so much. Says happy holidays to you both, and thank you always. Thank you.
Happy holidays, and thank you. And it's free advertisement for us everywhere she goes now. People are like, "Oh, what's that?" You know, you can tell them tgobshrimp.com. Go check it out. Okay, I guess you're not that comfortable. You just want to see everybody?
You can keep talking. I'm reading.
I'm sorry.
I can't read.
Sorry.
I can only read fast.
So we got everything home. And of course, this year has been a lot of gathering up of projects and not a lot of getting projects done. I'll be honest, I've gotten a lot done. There's a lot of projects that were achieved this year, but we've gotten way more projects than I could ever think that I was going to accumulate. So there is mountains in the garage of really good aquarium gear, tanks, aquascaping substrates, and everything that you could think of to set up an aquarium is in our garage, except for like saltwater stuff. Like obviously not, right? But it's gotten to a point where Shelby had to go in there today, or was it yesterday? Yesterday, and thoroughly go through and reorganize things. I'm probably going to have to tarp up some tanks in the backyard. Some of Plamsky's tanks that I'm not going to be able to get set up until the studio's done. And if they're just in the way, then I won't be able to get the studio done with them there. So they got to get out of the garage. I got to get a whole rack set up on the wall, get another rack torn down that's made out of wood. So we've got...
She said no. She said no.
She's frustrated.
She said no.
She's usually quite content with just the littlest things. Yeah. But yeah, the mountain garage pileup has gotten a lot worse, but Shelby took care of it. But we're running out of room to put things. So now we definitely got to get into high gear. But we will be making a lot of room here very, very shortly because Shelby's fish room is now set up. The lids got finished today. We got the water filled up in the tanks. I think she's tired. She's been up for a lot longer. And it's also cold. I think she's cold. So the RO water, I have not set up the booster pump. I'm not comfortable with getting it done. I'm worried about burning up a brand new booster pump. So I've got to watch some more videos and do some more research and get that set up. So right now, I'm only getting about 180 gallons of water per day. And then we're doing a lot of just activities for the holidays. Like this weekend was the Tampa Bay Aquarium Society Christmas party. That was a lot of fun. Ate a lot of really good desserts. I don't even know what some of them were. But it definitely tried a lot of new things. There wasn't too many that I was like, oh, that's not good. But there was definitely, and I'm sorry if you're watching, but there was definitely some delicious looking cupcakes that were like chocolate. And they looked really good. I went to go grab one and kind of like crumbled. I was like, oh, these are going to be so good. And so I go to bite into it, and there's like cranberries in it. And I'm like, this is horrible. Like, you need to put a label on this so people don't get it. And then I couldn't even give like anybody else a warning because they were behind me before I could try it. And Shelby grabbed one, and I was like, oh, you're gonna hate that. And she's like, what? Why? It looks so good. It looked delicious, but it had cranberries in it, and that's just a certain taste. Like, not everybody likes cranberries. So Richard said, Grant, I can help you with a booster pump. Just give me a call. All right. Yeah, that would help out a lot, Richard. Richard will help me with the booster pump. Also, I haven't wanted that much water at hand because I've been trying not to flood and do other things. So I've got a lot of excuses not to do it, but here very, very shortly, I probably got to get my butt back into high gear and knock out a lot of stuff.
Easy V Rider said, when are the larger bottles of Clamsky Cure be available?
I'm not quite sure. We're sold out completely?
I don't know which ones are the larger ones because I know we have the 25 and 40 milliliter, but I don't know if it goes any bigger than
that. If you're asking for bigger ones than the 40, send me an email and I'll figure that out. If you're looking for the 40s and we don't have them on the website, send me a message and I'll figure that out too and see if I can't find one if we're actually sold out. But I didn't think we were. I know we're sold out of nets, and I am not able to restock that order yet. So I'm not sure when exactly we'll be getting nets, but I was hoping to get more of the Plamsky Cure and I think a couple more sampler packs because those are like what sells the most out of Plamsky's foods for sure. Massive as in 350 gallons?
Yeah, no, the Grant will say massive when it's not a nano tank. It's not a
what
big
was I talking
paludarium.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't massive.
No. It's just big when you're expecting...
When you're expecting like a little tiny tank and it ends up being like a 30-gallon paludarium. It's like that. Where's that going to fit when I already stacked as much wood into a car as I could with a baby stroller?
Beauty in the Buzz said, didn't you guys get gifted a huge saltwater tank and set up a couple years ago? Did you decide not to take the plunge? I'm terrified of saltwater. So
my neighbor up the road said, hey, you can have this 90-gallon aquarium. And I was like, awesome. I need to make room. And then we ended up getting more stuff from one show and more stuff from another show. And I don't know if that was like around the same time with the insurance company or what happened with it. But when I was finally ready for it, he sold it and gave it away to somebody else. He just wanted it out of his way so his wife would stop complaining. And yeah, it was cool that he offered it to me. But I think I waited well past the expiration date on that offer. So I'm not upset about it. I still give him all my free saltwater stuff that goes in the goodie bags at the shows and stuff like that. All right. 61 entries. Good luck. George. Congratulations, George. Send us a message. Let us know you're still here. And then, of course, email us at thegardenofeater@gmail.com, and we'll get you that gift card. The next one we're going to do is People's Choice, Sam Scales print. Sorry, over here. Hashtag Scales. And you'll either get this one or the rainbow. So your choice between the goby or the rainbow. I really hope that's a goby. Every now and then, I get the easy ones wrong. I was quite proud of myself, though, at the trivia for the Tampa Bay Aquarium Society. I definitely got more right this year than we've gotten right before in the past. So I'm definitely quite proud of myself. But I will say that the questions were probably the easiest that they ever were. There was a shrimp question, so how do I not get that one right? You know.
I think the thing was that we're getting more used to it, so it's a little bit easier for us that we kind of seen the same questions or hear it quite a bit. So it's just going to seem like they're easier questions to us, thankfully.
But the last question is always just a like small sample of a photo of a fish, and it's usually trying to trick you. And I was like, it looks like a flagfish. And I know there's other fish that resemble a flagfish, and it could be any of those. But like this time, I think it's a flagfish.
Mm-hmm.
Just write flagfish, and it was a flagfish.
That we thought it was a flagfish last year, and it happened to be some other fish.
I swear it was like a betta or something. So we thought it was like a betta and ended up being a killie or something like that. Different, something very similar. Or I thought it was a peacock dungeon or something, and it ended up being a killie. I don't know. We've done so many of them.
Passingman said, all your other projects pale in comparison to the big project that you pulled off this year, the baby.
No, for sure. That was definitely the highlight of the entire year. Is this little thing? The highlight of my day is when Shelby has to go to work for Pisces, and I get the baby all to myself. It means that I don't need to be doing any water changes or anything else. I just pop her right down onto the bed with me, relax, hang out, and she's just so content. She doesn't need any toys. She does like it when the fan's on. Like, I can't deny it. She is in a trance sometimes with the fan, but yeah, she's really enjoying herself.
So Richard said, Grant and Shelby, are you around January 31st to February 1st? Skipper will be down. It sucks. We will be in North Carolina.
It's technically South Carolina.
It's technically North Carolina near South Carolina. It's right above.
No, it's technically South Carolina.
Fort Mills.
Listen, I would like you to pull up the website.
It's like the third time we've done this.
Maybe put her in the bouncer.
I'm not. She is comfy. She is good.
Well, are you able to pull up Sabu's website? What is it?
The Aquatic Expo.
The Aquatic Expo? It's so hard to type with the mic. Just click on it. .com?
It hit enter. There we go. So this is the only reason we would be missing Skipper coming to town, because we had already made arrangements.
And Skipper was supposed to go to this show too, and he forgot about it. So this is all Skipper's fault.
I need to fix that so I can see the date. But it's February 1st and 2nd. It's Saturday and Sunday.
But what does it say on the bottom? It says 453 Glenwood Forest Drive, Fort Mills, South Carolina, 29715. So
that's where we keep getting confused. Because last year was in North Carolina, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
in the past, it's been in North Carolina. It's still very close to Charlotte. It's a smaller venue. He's doing a more like homey, smaller vibe. So that way the show costs and everything like that are down. The more vendors are going to want to come out. And it's in the beginning of the year, right in tax season. So it should be a really, really good show. But there are some things to be addressed. First off, I'm speaking on Sunday. I'm doing my shrimp talk. It'll be fully updated. I'll have all my jokes. A lot of you might have heard like some altered versions of my shrimp talks because I do so many different ones, and sometimes I don't want the photos from one talk to be on the other talk, and the jokes and stuff like that if I'm doing two talks in the same weekend, so they get mixed up. This will be the fully updated, the best of my talks, in my opinion. So I am doing that on Saturday. And if you're in the South Carolina area or North Carolina area and you missed my talk at the aquatic workshop, the Carolina Aquatic Workshop, this will still be like the same talk that I did for that. But again, it'll be updated. So if you're planning on going to the Carolina Workshop next year, next year, this talk is basically the precursor, the beginner's talk, and then I'll have an expert talk at the Carolina Aquatic Workshop. So it's worth going to both talks.
So EJ said, I haven't gotten my swag for 2 weeks ago. Y'all must be busted shipping out. So we stopped shipping. All the giveaways were waiting until after the holidays, just in case you went a second giveaway. And because of all the terrible shipping going on right now, it has been awful. I don't know if you've experienced it, but we're not having good luck either. A lot of these people are temporary handlers working for the post office, and things have been getting delayed. It has not been fun. So this is the first year that it's been this bad. So we decided to take the safe route and decide to ship after the holidays this year.
And also the swag packs go through in bubble mailers, and it's a bunch of stickers. And the last thing I want is all of your stickers to get crushed by a bunch of other late mail and stuff like that. I love the postal workers and stuff like that, but this is the time of the year where they have the less amount of effort to care for things and put that little extra charm on the packages and stuff like that. So
don't blame them.
I'd much rather wait, ship it out, and make sure it gets there, arrives safely, and then you're happy with it instead of getting it destroyed.
Thank you so much, Keith, gifting one Garden of Eater membership.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Whoever got that membership can email us at thegardenofeater@gmail.com. You get your free TGOE exclusive sticker as well as a 10% off code to our website, tgoeshrimp.com. But back to the show. I am speaking. I don't know what aquascapes you'll be doing. Probably a couple for Pisces or something like that. I'm probably not going to be scaping anything. I'll be on parental duties and running the booth and then worrying about my talk on Sunday. But Sabu did want to let everybody know about some important updates. VIP is at 10 a.m., weekend pass is at 11 a.m., and regular admission is at 1 p.m. There's different pricing for all of them. So if you want to go there early, enjoy the whole show, that is going to cost you a little bit more. But if you just want to show up last minute, get all the deals, spend all of your money, you can save some money and get there at 1 o'clock. And then the tickets and everything are available already on the website. He did say it's a smaller venue, and then he's just wanting to stagger the entries so that way the flows of everything like that are set up differently. So hopefully VIP is cleared out of there before the next one. But it'll make the show go by a lot faster for us. I'm looking forward to it because usually all of the show rush is like in the very middle or beginning of the day. And you'll get a lot of sales in the middle of the day, and then it's completely dead at the end. So maybe those 1 o'clock buyers will kind of spruce things up a little bit.
So Night Owl Aquatic said, I made the front page of the Charlotte newspaper from there. It's just over the border. So when you say that, was it a good thing that you were on the front page or bad? Because if you're from Florida, it's usually a bad thing to make the front page. Just kidding. Grant said, or Passy when asked if you, what you think about the Superman movie trailer. Have you even seen it? I have, and there's some good jokes about it. I don't know how it's gonna be. That's for sure. Something different. Someone made like a whole spoof of it, and I was like, "This cannot be the new Superman. People are gonna riot. They're gonna burn down the movie theaters." And then someone came out and was like, "No, that's fake." And I was like, "Oh my god."
I've been in my own little world, not really looking at anything on social media lately.
Oinky said, do you have a favorite botanical mix to achieve a blackwater tank? I'm planning to set up my first blackwater next year. Excited to try a new skill, just nervous to hurt any aquatic friends.
I just like Indian almond leaves. Out of all the botanicals, Indian almond leaves are hands down my favorite. They offer the most beneficial probiotic, oh my god, antifungal out of any other leaves or anything else that you can add. So I definitely recommend Indian almond leaves. Definitely play around with the sizes. You can get some that are massive in size, and then you can get little tiny ones too. So it's just like, of course, the tiny ones you pay a lot more for, and you get a lot less. So alder cones are my next go-to favorite, but I don't really like a lot of botanicals. I'm more of a less is more kind of guy.
He's a no mold person. Botanicals create mold regardless in the blackwater.
But
Melanie Holmes is an aquascaper who does blackwater. She is the go-to person to talk to about blackwater.
But if you just wanted black water and you don't want all the botanicals and mulm in there, make you some Indian almond leaf tea, boil up some leaves, and then just pour the water in. You can achieve the same look and get that black water without having to add a bunch of mulm and stuff that's going to break down in the bottom of your aquarium. Also, mapani wood, manzanita. I mean, there's tanks where if I don't do them in a month, they're black water because there's so much wood in there. Yeah.
Manzanita doesn't do it as much, but
I didn't mean manzanita.
Mapani and
Malaysian's what I don't know why I said. I'm like manzanita. I couldn't get it off my tongue.
Night Owl said, wish the show was later in the year. A lot of my fish won't be ready since they moved it up. Yeah, we were thinking it's a really early show. It's something to do with that's the only time they could get it at that venue at the time.
Well, the good thing though about the Carolinas is there's like 4 or 5 shows there, so hopefully you'll have some good fish at one of the other shows too.
So Alishon coming in hot.
You're an artsy guy, Nightwalker. You could definitely put
Nightwalker.
Nightwalker's the road near us. I'm so sorry, Drew. You can definitely put something. I know the guy. You know what I mean? But you could definitely put something together that would sell at the show. I think you can get creative.
Alishon asked a really good question. Says, will you have new jokes for Bucks County Talk?
Woo! Probably not new jokes, but I will definitely have something prepared if you fall asleep. I will.
You gotta have some new jokes. We'll come up with some good ones, that's for sure.
I'll just have to write some new material. I do it all the time. I ghostwrite for a lot of different comedians. I don't like to use the material for myself, you know.
Frog said, thanks for shipping me my super cute painting. I'm glad I finally made it to you. I kept forgetting too because I don't know what happened, but I was like, I have to get this out. I was curious about the 60 milliliter Flamsky Cure.
So we have the 25 and the 40. I've never really thought about buying the larger bottles. Nobody's really asked until now. But I could probably do a small order for some of the larger bottles. I know there's like even bigger than that. So if you'd rather me go even bigger, talk to me. I'll figure it out. It's probably not going to happen until the new year. But that's just around the corner, to be fair.
Grand Shelby, I wanted to take my wife to Aquascaping or one of the large expos this year, preferably one you guys are doing. Any suggestions?
It would help if you let us know whereabouts you are. Location definitely makes it a lot different because spending 2 days of travel to go to a show definitely might be worth it for some shows, but if you're like really close to the Keystone Clash, you got to go to the Keystone Clash. We will for sure be at the Keystone Clash. Have they made announcements on that yet?
No. They will be when everyone gives them their information.
Okay. But we'll for sure 1,000% be there. It'll be Myra's first birthday. We will have a smash cake in the hospitality room for Myra, and then a birthday cake to share with everybody else.
I wanted a smash cake.
Sorry.
No. There's a lot of shows. I don't know where or when the Aquashellas are this year, so we could not inform you on those ones.
Aquashella is a little bit of a touchy subject. It's not like secret information at the moment, but the two people that ran Aquashella behind the scenes kind of quit. One of the people that used to actually run Aquashella is no longer with Aquashella. They haven't announced any of their dates yet, so I'm really hoping that the dates that they kind of told me are still going to be those dates. I heard rumors of a fourth Aquashella. I don't know what exactly is going on. I do really hope that there is an Aquashella. We did really well this year at all of them. It makes a big difference for us when we go to these bigger shows. It helps pay for a lot of the projects moving forward. Like I talked about the last show, a lot of our budget relies on how well we're doing. If we're not selling a lot of shrimp, we can't set up new racks and new tanks and stuff like that. So pretty much after every Aquashella, I upgrade something in the house. So it would definitely be nice if there was 4 Aquashellas that were all great as Dallas last year. But I think there might even be some new shows coming out next year. But right now, Sabu's show that we just talked about in South Carolina, that is a fantastic show. It is also Brandy's show too, Shelby's boss. The two of them have a live stream on Thursday, so the day after Christmas. You guys can tune in at 1:00 on the Pisces
If Brandy gets
USA
better,
live stream.
She had some asthma problems last week, so we were unable to do the live stream.
But those two would be the two that I recommend the most, just because Aquashella is up in the air. But it's definitely those two that would be the ones I would figure out. If you're closer to Pennsylvania, do the Clash. If you're in the Carolinas, you got to go to Sabu's show regardless.
Alice Sean said, I run the raffle table. I have to stay awake. So you need to keep them interested at least. DJ said, any shows near Houston this coming year? I don't have any yet.
I don't know. The one show that invited us out this year, I don't think I would even go to their show next year, just simply because we booked everything and then they told us no last minute. So, but like Aquashella usually does a show in Dallas, and then there's like a new Triple Crown, right?
I think there was a Triple Crown this year.
Yeah.
I don't know where that is, though. I don't think that's in Dallas.
I think it's in Texas somewhere.
Oh, really? Cool.
So near Houston,
last year it was Kentucky.
Texas is going to be close as I get with any shows. The FOTUS is not happening next year. The NEC is not happening next year.
They change year to year whether they can do it or not.
So I'm really happy that we got our foot in the door with Repticon and that was successful, but I am worried that we're going to end up spending way more money than making money because of Repticon.
Yeah. Scotty said I did tonight on my stream. So Jenna said Scotty announced the speakers for the class.
Were you a speaker?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if we could tell anybody or not. I didn't know if it was 100% set in stone. She mentioned it. A lot of stuff has been going on lately, and I don't know what's been a dream and what's been reality lately. It's been rough.
See, this is what sucks about doing this up at the Keystone Clash. They don't have public, so you don't get your free smash cake with buying a cake.
By the way,
now we got to go find somewhere to buy a cake up there.
If it's your birthday,
figure it out.
And you have a 1 at all in the numbering, so you can do this throughout all of your teen years, and basically all you do is you get a cake for your first birthday, and then you just change the 1 into something else, like 17. birthday or something like that, you know. Well, I guess you could do it for any birthday because that didn't work. That was a horrible reference. But if you just say it's your first birthday, they give you a free smash cake. So might as well just be one every year.
San Antonio, Texas. Where is San Antonio? Is that past Houston? That's gonna suck. Or maybe it's like right before it. I don't know. Oh, my phone missed the camera. Looking everywhere to look up something.
It's all right. It wasn't as bad as the other day. Layla asked me for the phone, and I was ordering pizza on my phone. Had it in my hand, and I was like, "Yeah, you can have my phone if you can find it. It's yours." And then her and Shelby were both looking at me like, "Were you joking?" I was like, "No. Like, if you find it, it's yours." And I continued to order pizza, and they're like, "You're on your phone." I'm like, "Oh." At the moment, it was a pizza locating device, not a phone.
Tank Girl said, "Are you going to the next Pasco County Club meeting?"
So the next Pasco Club meeting is Joey DIY, the king of DIY himself. I'm not sure what the talk is on or whatnot, but yeah, I don't know if Lucas is stepping in as temporary speaker host or if I'm going to have to step up to the plate for it or not. I don't, well, not step up to the plate, continue to bat, I guess. But
do your job.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Joey wants to come to the house or what any plans are at all. So I will be asking all of those questions when we go over their house for Wesley's birthday party, which is here shortly after Christmas. So
we're definitely going to be there at least. We usually, I mean, like, most likely, hopefully Sarah will come with Sarah. I'll see her in like a few days. So. But yeah, we should be there.
I'm going to give all the kids so much candy right before the talk.
Stop. You know. Oh, I can't say the joke. I want to so bad. Just remind me later of what we're going to make Jaden do. Jenna P said speakers for the class are Shelby, Tom Barr, Jason, oh man, I'm going to butcher that. I'm not doing it. Rick Borstein, hopefully I didn't butcher that. Zenzo, that's cool.
Jason
and Corey.
Don
Goodness.
Oh, Corey.
Why did you line me up with these people? Seriously.
Okay.
Why did you line me up with these people? I look like a nobody.
I'm excited to see them, but I'm more excited to see Tom Barr. Have
we ever met him in person?
Not met Tom Barr in person. That's what I was about to say.
Ask him to bring Samantha.
But yeah, I've brought up a couple of things with Tom Barr. One was I needed minerals when I first started out, and he never messaged me back. And then I messaged him about wood, and then I never messaged him back. So I don't know, but I'm sure I'll have a much better in-person meeting with him. But he likes a lot of our aquascaping. He liked the post of all of the wood in the back of her car. So, but yeah, it would be very nice to see him. It is the second Saturday of January. The Pasco, I figured. The Pasco meetings are always on the second Saturday of every month.
So January 11th, you never know if a guest speaker, that magnitude might ask for a different day.
Well, January 11th. And then we also, I don't remember what I was going to say. Not at all. Totally spaced.
That was good.
I saw something from Scotty right here. We had to wait to bring Aquarium Co-op in until Shelby was talking instead of Grant.
Stephen P says Shelby is a star. And Jenna P says you're not a nobody. I just look sus. Like they're gonna be like, who's this? No one's coming from my talk.
That's not true, Shelby.
They're so great though. Oh my goodness. You guys did really do a good cleanup this year. That's gonna be a really good Keystone Clash. And all there for Myra's birthday.
The last year though, you had me and Mo. I'm just gonna say, you had me and Mo.
two legends, you know.
How many whats did you or did you?
Very little, very little.
Yeah.
Probably a lot in my Aquascape talk, but very little in my other two talks. Okay. Gosh.
You gotta have funnier jokes. Alishon is expecting them. I gotta put jokes in my talk, or else Alishon's really gonna fall asleep. I'm not funny at all, unless I'm making fun of Grant. That's about my only.
You gotta just throw a couple gallers at her while she's doing her talk.
Then I'll start talking really bad. That's not okay. Sabu, welcome in. You just missed Grant talking about your show coming up.
We pulled it up. Me and Shelby had an argument about which state it was in. Of course, I was right, so that all went to plan. But yeah, we showed off the website. We talked about me speaking, and then the different times that you can show up, and then the smaller venue. So really excited for your show early in the year. I'm looking forward to it. I asked Ryan at the club meeting, and I was like, "Hey, what's your next show?" And he said, "It's Sabu's show." I was like, "All right, I'm not missing nothing else."
Steven said, Kelly and I did a stream with Tom Barr a few months ago. Looking forward to meeting him. That's cool. I wonder what his talk's going to be on. I wonder if it's collecting, aquascaping. What's it going to be?
I'm going to have to pull up that link and watch that.
He'll enjoy that. I hate when we miss like good live streams too. We miss a lot. That's for sure. Richard said Shelby can hold her own against anybody. Oh, you're so sweet. Queen of the garden.
Especially this year. I haven't watched like any YouTube at all this year.
No,
so I feel really bad if you feel left out that I haven't been around. Just know that I'm not in anybody's.
No one knows. Now I need to do it said Queen of the Garden. That'd be cool if I did like the Alice in Wonderland Queen painting the roses red. Now I have to do an aquascape dress like that. That'd be cool. Shelby will be the big draw. You guys are hilarious. That'd be so funny. I'm gonna take a picture of the room. It's gonna be like 3 sleeping people. That's gonna be great. Garcia. So did someone ask for the Garcia Aquatics here? Member for 26 months. Thank you so much. She did just wake up too, so you get to see her little.
We did summon the Garcia.
Oh, it's hard to see because I keep scrunching it right up.
You gotta remove.
Oh no, she said no. She said no.
You got the mouse. No, you give me her.
She said no.
You gotta bring down the comment.
Oh, okay.
So we can see. We've got the Bucky's Fit. The back is cute too. We got to show the back.
The back's actually cuter.
It's got
Bucky's little nutcracker. That is so cute.
Courtesy of Garcia Aquatics.
Of course, she was wearing this earlier, so we put it back on for a second. She was not having it. But she is so cute in it.
It is adorable.
So welcome. Thank you so much. Making fun of Grant will be gold. Gonna have to add it in. Oh. She is a little mini me, that's for sure. Thank you. Scotty says, when you're at the Bucks County Aquarium Society, remind me to get you tickets for the aquarium if you'll be in the area before or after. For sure.
For your aquarium to go back, or is it a different aquarium?
It's probably that one. It'd be Myra's first time. She'll enjoy it.
I'm either way, we're down. I'm just curious.
Beauty and the Bud said Grant is never going to let her live that gathers down. No, we do it every day. We make jokes all day now. It's you can't say gallon now. It's gallers.
It's also like every time I see a hot dog, now I think of Shelby and she goes, "That's a hot dog," because we went to IHOP and she got the smokehouse breakfast. And sometimes some of the sausages
it said smokehouse sausage
are rather hot doggy or bologna, and you know what I mean. And she takes a bite out of it and spits it right out and goes, "That's a hot dog."
It was bad. It was low quality. Oh man, look at that. She's so cute. It's hard to hold her in it. She whips around like that. She's like, what is this? She's so cute. Jesse's just one more fish says, I noticed the lack of grit in my social media. It's all Shelby like in the post now. He really hasn't been on anything. And it just started coming up because he actually talks to me and it comes up when he talks about someone. It's hilarious.
I also like have, I don't know, 1,000 things I probably need to post and catch back up on and whatnot. I don't know. I just think about all of it and I'm like, yeah, it's a tomorrow thing. And it's been a while. It's been a while.
Like he says, for someone who's new to shrimp, what type of would you consider the next step into the hardiness from cherry shrimp?
Tangerine tigers, because all the neocaradinos are pretty much the same. It's pick your favorite color, and that's going to be the same exact level. So if you want to step it up, you got to get into some tiger shrimps. Definitely recommend tangerines as the first ones. Pretty much as long as it doesn't get too warm and you have enough minerals in the tank, it's going to be good enough to keep tangerine tigers.
Beauty and says she has some long hair back there. Yeah, it's definitely long in the back. Getting there. She's starting to get hair up above. Layla took forever too to get hair.
Yeah, Layla, I have the 10-year photo memories on Facebook. They look the same.
Mm-hmm.
They look identical in photos. Yeah. Myra definitely has some little curls going on in the hair, especially when she gets out of the shower, and then she has the dimples and maybe different color eyes. But the face structure, it's scary how similar they look.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to stay on top of it this time. Bear with me.
Hashtag scales. This will be people's choice. Whichever one doesn't get claimed will be given away next.
I like that one. SC Catahulas, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Make sure you comment below to make sure you're still here.
Let us know if you want the goby or the rainbow.
And then Jenna says, Scotty, Myra's too young to swim with the hippos. And Scotty replies, yeah, but she's the same size as the little blue penguins. That'd be so cute to get a picture of her with the penguins. I would die. Oh, sausage imposter. It really is the worst. I was so excited. Smokehouse sausage, like, to me, I'm thinking, like, this had been on the smoker. Like, this is going to be a big, nice Italian sausage. And no, it was a hot dog. It wasn't even smoked. It was a grilled hot dog. It's awful.
At least it was grilled and it wasn't a dirty water dog.
Yeah.
Could have been even worse. But not what you want for the first thing in the morning.
Garcia's going to be here for the Fish Club meeting January 11th. That's awesome. That's a long drive for you. So I hopefully you get here safe and sound, and can't wait to see you.
So basically, we're going to have to get the house ready regardless, because we'll have Richard and Garcia coming over if Joey doesn't want to come. So, yeah.
Yeah. We have a lot of work to catch up on anyways. We've been a little slacking. What's the next giveaway?
All right. So this is going to be the plant giveaway. Hashtag plants and poopy pants.
It's too long.
No, plants and poopy pants. We're doing it because I was furious. All right. When we did the trivia, we are required to do a team name. And our friend Jake, who now owns H2O Aquatics, he works at Waterscapes Nurseries. I feel real comfortable when I place my orders there that Jake takes care of it, picks out the best stuff for us. And, he's at the table and I'm like, Shelby, pull out ChatGPT. We got to come up with the best team name. We need those extra points because every year it's been extra points for the team that has the coolest name. And I think we've had it before. We did Prawn Stars or something like that.
Prawn Stars was last year.
So Shelby's been using ChatGPT a lot for work. I was like, pull it out. Let's get some names raffled up that we can go. So Shelby, can you type it out in chat so people know there's some questions?
It's
okay.
P-O-P-P-O-O-P-Y.
All right. So I go pull out Chat GPT and I'm like, it's got to be something like plant related, right? And before Shelby could put the code in to unlock her phone, I go, plants and poopy pants. We don't need AI. We got this. And everyone thought it was the best name, but they didn't do it.
Yeah,
they didn't do it. So when it was all over and said and done, I go up to Darmesh and Brian, and I was like, I got a complaint about this year's trivia. And they're like, yeah, what? And I was like, you guys didn't go over the team names, and there was no extra bonus points. So we got third. Maybe we would got second with those bonus points, all right? So hashtag plants and poopy pants. I've got Anubis.
Did you explain why we named it that?
What do you mean?
I don't think you explained.
Oh, and he has a baby that's only like a week or two older or younger than Myra.
The only two babies in the whole meeting were at the table, and
I explained the plant part, but not the poopy pants. I've been crapping the pants lately, you know.
That's so funny.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I got some Anubis, some ferns. I have some of the most beautiful tiger lotus that you ever done seen. Yeah, we're gonna hook it up with some moss as well. So this is gonna be a nice little plant package.
And it's all gonna be wrapped in a diaper.
Ship. Don't threaten me with a good idea, Shelby.
It is a good idea because it holds so much moisture.
No, it's gonna be shredded, okay? Shredded.
I really want.
It's gonna all the
You can
little
roll
diaper.
it up really nice and then wrap it nice and wet. I feel like it'd be really good.
Whoever wins this, comment hashtag or just not hashtag. Just comment. I won. Please leave the diaper out. If you don't, we're putting the diaper in.
All that ice cream, it was bound to happen. I love that idea.
And another good thing that happened this week is I got Shelby onto my ice cream spot. Papa Clyde's is still the best, hands down. Can't rag on Papa Clyde's at all. But Tippecanoe never has like the same set of flavors. Like I think they have like 6 flavors that never change. But the majority of their flavors are not. And I don't like the 6 flavors that they have. So I always look every Tuesday or Monday to see what flavors they have for the week. Because sometimes they have raspberry, black raspberry cheesecake, lemon cookies and cream. And if they have those flavors, I'm going to go buy me some pints. Sometimes they just have some cannoli. Sometimes they have flavors that I'm like, okay, I just kind of want to try it out. Got a lot of drool. And Shelby's just like, no, I'm not having it. So we go get pizza sometimes over in that area, and I'll go like just Layla and the kids, and we'll get ice cream and then grab a pizza for dinner. And then I'll have something in the freezer for Shelby to eat separately. But now they have these banana cream pies and peanut butter pies, and they're all ice cream pies. They're not pie. It's like an ice cream cake, but pie. Okay. And I loved it, and Shelby actually loved it. And I don't know where that extra piece went missing, but we went from a whole half down to 2 slices. So you must have ate a slice without telling me. No, or the kids ate. What if somebody ate a slice?
I told you he had 2 slices.
He ate Layla's slice, though. And went another slice. Yes, so he ate more of the pie than I ate.
How dare he? I also like they had an oatmeal cream pie ice cream.
That she liked and ate, which I bought for you. I bought for her, by the way, in the past, and she didn't eat it, so I ended up eating it because you didn't even try it.
Oinky said, "I never doubted you for 1 second. Not only do both of you have every bit of tech skill as the other speakers at the class, you possess something many other speakers do not: relatability." Aw, you're too sweet. Stop being so nice. You're making me cry. Feeding the buses diapers would make an excellent insulator and padding for ship aid. Bring on the diaper. Nezzy Net says, and a diaper and banana leaves. Yep. She's got a lot to say. She was talking up a storm.
Is Zach now Nezzy Nets? Did he change his name? Is that what happened? Did I miss that?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm trying to
What's the
figure out.
caution exchange capacity of diaper substrate? I don't know. I'll leave the diaper. I'll have my wife open the pack.
I never said it was going to be a clean diaper, though, either. What's all the fuss for?
Nah. The secret. What? She is not comfortable in that. I'm telling you.
I'm telling
she's
you,
fine.
she's fine.
She's fine. Weird.
She does these weird grunts, and sometimes I just think she's got to poop, and silent fart or something. I just didn't know what's going on.
Oh,
but
man. The secret is out the shrimp snatch that slice. Yeah, Nezzy Nets is my YouTube channel. Yep. We were just on there the other day. You know what's funny is we were just watching the unboxing again. And you know what's funny is I go to Gray, I was like, we didn't comment on it. I forgot to comment on it again. I watched the whole thing. Oh, man. I am terrible with things. Back to you. Did you have more on the list?
I do have more on the
This
list.
isn't okay because next week is our in the.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
Okay.
That's a Shelby question.
Oh, I'll see if she knows the answer later.
I got to go back to Shelby's fish room. I got all the lids. All the substrate is in it. We got the Brightwell substrate. We got all 3 of the top rows. We were originally planning on doing Brightwell anyways, but then Shelby was like, I'm also going to do the bottom row, all Brightwell as well. We had enough of the leftover bags from other projects to fill out the whole bottom row. Some of it's brown, but Shelby really likes the brown. And there's some shrimp that look a lot better on it, like the Royal Blue Tigers and stuff like that. So those are all basically started to cycle. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I said okay. Yeah, that just came out. So those are all cycling and getting ready. But the part that I left out is the other 36 nano tanks. Shelby is taking my advice, and she's going to scape all of them individually. Some of them are going to flow together, like an entire row, all Dragonstone, where it looks like it's all one scape in several tanks. I was far away from the baby, okay? That's why we do aerobics when she's not around.
The baby aerobics. What was that from? There's like a movie with baby aerobics, and they're just like throwing the babies everywhere.
It's like some country that's like what they do and all the
Like it's actually a thing. That wasn't like a movie. That's like a YouTube thing, and they were like actually like this is a thing you do. It's crazy to me. But like especially the baby chiropractor thing, that scares me so much. It looks like you're just gonna snap the baby's neck.
But Shelby will have 36 days of aquascaping where they'll all be on her social medias and Pisces. And then the final project, all 36 aquariums, will end up going into a YouTube video that will be on our actual channel. So I'm really excited to see all of those and have 36 scaped aquariums in our bedroom. Like that's going to be the coolest part to our bedroom. Like you might have some of the nicest Caridina shrimp in the other tanks, but I think I'm going to be enjoying the scape tanks a lot more.
Yeah.
I swear the algae on the side of that glass moved. It's algae. I swear I saw it move. Like I was like, I swear we got rid of that blue Glarus. Trey took it home and it moved. All right.
Ash just said, "Hey everyone, just got into too into scaping and totally didn't realize I have been enjoying seeing your little scapes. Really enjoying them. Keep it up. Key said, before she was born, I wanted to buy pink wellies for Myra. And they don't sell them. I had to look up what those were because we just call them like boots or rain boots here. But that would have been so cute. Would have been so cute. Little collecting boots. Oh, I would have died.
She could have got her first booter.
So cute. Nezzy Nut says it's cringy. So I don't know if you've seen some of our first YouTube videos, but everyone has cringy videos when they first do it. And I'm not saying that yours is cringy. I don't know if you've seen our live stream tonight, but they're all pretty cringy. They get better and better. You get a little bit more comfortable, or learning different camera angles or how to edit.
The camera.
We're not even like
horrible.
A year. Yeah, I know.
Don't mention it. I haven't looked at the camera like on purpose.
I probably look
once the right way.
It's so weird to look like into a camera without looking at yourself. I don't know why. Because you want to make sure you don't look weird. I don't know.
And usually I'm in focus when I'm looking down and looking at the baby. Now I'm just completely off. So everybody's just getting a side neck of me constantly. I'm looking down at you. You give me the smiles, though.
So we're all cringy. Y'all. And it's been like years that we've been doing things like this. And you just learn. Well, next year we'll look back on these and be like, what's wrong with us?
I'm not watching these again.
Hopefully we'll get more professional one of these days. Like I love watching Primetime Aquatics. And they look so nice in their camera. They look so professional. They answer all the questions.
Even Stephen P's stream and What the Fish is
so
more professional than us, Shelby. We need to like just get on the level of the amateurs before we can start aiming for the big leagues.
I know. Everyone does such a good job. I love with their like backgrounds. It looks so good. You guys sit like center. You face the camera. You know what you're talking about.
I put so much work into making a beautiful background for the stream, and I hate it. I'm like, I should have done just the 55.
Scrape that tank a little bit.
We should have gotten a couch that fits this way.
That sucks to scrape. That's never clean enough.
I would buy a magnetic scraper for it.
Oh.
Yeah, and it would be done every week.
Just like that magnetic scraper over there doing absolutely nothing.
The tank has green water. You can't see it anyways. And I don't know what to do to get rid of the green water. So
when are we pulling
I'm not
this
even
next giveaway
feeding
now?
the tank like a lot. The next giveaway can be given out now. We should do this giveaway now. Hashtag plants and poopy pants. It's your last chance. Give them like a second. It is a lot to type out. But yeah. If this wasn't the best hashtag you've ever heard, let me hear.
Beauty in the Bud said, I got the brown Brightwell by mistake. I wish I ordered the black. I really like the brown. I think it brightens up the tank a little bit more and a little bit more natural to me because most like substrates are browner than black in nature, but or white. So, but the black is really professional looking when it comes to doing shrimp and shrimp pictures. That's for sure.
It's definitely more natural looking. The brown looks good in like a dragonstone scape though, but mainly when the plant's like open. The chances to go. Congratulations, Jesse.
This is one more person. I know you're still here. That's so funny. You won the hashtag plants and poopy pants. Thank you for playing.
It's Jesse too, so this is dangerous. I don't know if I want to play a prank. Open with caution, my friend.
Passing Wind said, never. I've heard of goat yoga. Maybe we could start baby Zumba. Oh, I love the goat yoga.
Baby parkour.
I'd be so happy. But then the other day I saw like it was like a puppy yoga thing, and I'm like, what do you do with the puppies after they're not puppies anymore? You just give them away and then start with new puppies. Like that one seemed a little weird to me. You actually went to a baby car. Oh man, I can't do it. It's too scary, but I'm glad it made a difference. That's so scary to me. What's the next hashtag?
So hashtag TGOE. We're gonna give away another $25 gift card. Are you writing down the gifts giveaways?
No, you were supposed to be doing it.
I tried and I lost my pencil.
Well, then what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Get up and go get a pen or a pencil. I don't know. I don't know where it went, to be honest. But I'm not getting up. She's so comfortable. You're just chilling now.
Steve just said, I have a stupid green screen. It's great. It actually looks really good and professional, honestly. I love seeing your tank too. The tanks are just so beautiful. You guys have really nice tanks.
It would be better if all the tanks looked like this one and that one. Even that one's okay. This one's the best one probably. But no, half of them look like this tank and all of those tanks look like poop. So
Nezinette says, I just aquascaped a Christmas ornament. Just wanted to try something different. I watched that. It was really cool. That was cool. I've been trying to do, I have an ornament, a giant white one or clear one, but I don't know where it went. And I've been for 2 years now trying to escape it.
we have so many holiday stuff that we buy early and then we're like, where is it? Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that was a whole month early that I did it. And I was like, oh, I got this. And then I put it away, and I still have yet to find it. I mean, it's a big ornament, too. I don't know how I lost it. It's just driving me crazy.
Like 4 years ago, I tried to do a snow globe. Came out horrible. Still posted it.
It's
Video
not bad.
did horrible. It just didn't look good. And I wanted it to be shooken up with a bunch of purgent in it. And you just couldn't add water to it. I think I might go back to that one day and do it with Opa Ula shrimp.
Where is it?
It's in the garage somewhere.
It's somewhere. But it, didn't hold... It was the way it was didn't work out. And that's the same with the ornament is I was trying to fill it with water and the top of a normal ornament wasn't going to hold the weight of it. And the whole point of it was for me to be able to put it on the tree and have it look really cool. But the weight of it was going to be too much. So then I just kind of gave up on the idea. But it was really cool. I did love your idea. EJ says, we have baby pygmy goats. They're hilarious to watch. I am so jealous. I want one so bad. I really just want one as a pet, honestly. At this point, instead of a dog, I want the goat.
Listen, if it can go in the backyard, it's,
I could
it's
potty
good.
train it.
No, it doesn't even need to be potty trained. Just get a grate and then just fall through the grate.
Fish Frenzy Addiction said, if you have green water, get some moina live or eggs and use the green water to feed them. It's an excellent live food for fishes. They will eat all the green water so fast.
I agree. There was some Daphnia at the last meeting, and
we missed it.
I missed it.
We were there for the whole meeting.
I don't know how I missed all the bags of Daphnia. I don't know what happened.
But that's a good idea.
Was it when I went outside with Lucas for 10 minutes and all the Daphnia sold?
No, there was something else that sold though that I was going to buy, and then I was like, I don't know about that. That's funny. Hashtag TGOE for the gift card. Nezina said that's why I made a stand too heavy. Yeah. I was hoping to drill out holes and then zip tie it in, then it would probably work really good. But that was just more work and I didn't have time. Holiday season gets a little crazy for us because it's Black Friday and we're shipping out for because we run our Black Friday sales a little bit later. So then we're shipping out several weeks of shipments that we're trying to get out as much as we can. And then Christmas comes up and we try to get as much packages as we can out before the holidays, and it's just too much.
By the way, if you missed out on the Black Friday deals, check out the website. Prices are still reduced. It's not the buy 5 get 2 free anymore, but it's buy 10 get 3 free. We must buy 10 of the same thing in order to get the deal. But the prices are still really good on the website. We're just somebody messaged me and you're really sold out of red cherries, and I'm like, yeah, we sell out of red cherries pretty much every single year. It is a struggle to keep up with them. just because it's like the most popular starter shrimp. So those and blues. Sorry, blues don't throw nearly as many culls as the reds do. So we end up being able to keep up with the demand, and then yellows are always something that we can keep on the website. But we're hoping that next year maybe we can keep red cherries in stock.
Let's hope so. It's good. I don't understand how. I swear, like this year we were producing them a lot more. That looks like my contacts.
We
that's my
definitely
broken
sold-
earring.
We definitely sold way more red cherries this year than we did any other year, for sure. But it's because we did so many shows.
Yeah, I found out those earrings were glass, by the way. Usually they're like plastic or something, but I thought this was my contact. It looks pretty close. I was like, how did one of those get on the floor? But when they're out of the eye, they like shrink up. I lost the mouse. There we go. Jesse said I blocked out a lot of light for a tank for a few days to get rid of green water.
The thing is we went away on vacation and the lights weren't on, and they still have a green water issue. It's just getting a lot of daylight, probably from the front door. But yeah, I might want to block it out. But I'm getting to the point where I'll probably just start doing massive water changes on it and try and get the plants to really grow out and turn it into a proper Dutch tank.
Beauty in the Bud said, call me crazy, but I'm not a fan of the red cherries. I skipped those and went for the other colors. Yeah, some people don't like them. I wasn't like the biggest fan of them, but certain times, like certain aquascapes, when there's a bunch of red cherries or like super dark fire red cherries or Bloody Marys, like those could really catch your attention, and like those are really gorgeous, but they have to be like high quality. Red cherries can be some boring sometimes. I cannot check my phone, actually. It is what's our camera for the night. And she's a dog. I wonder if the mic's picking that up. She's so cute. But I'll definitely have to look at them after the stream. Ooh,
Hashtag TGOE. Let's do this $25 gift card. This is your last chance. And then the best giveaway is yet to come.
Last chance. Oh, who are pulling this?
Last chance.
Oh, I never created it? That's weird.
I mean, we already did a TGOE one, so it's already going to pull out a lot of people. So chances are,
you're already
if
there.
somebody wins, maybe they're not here. So, but there is more people here than there is entries. So, maybe they're probably here still.
Yeah. No, we got that many people.
That's because I'm not talking about boring genetics. I got all these people here.
Yeah, but you weren't putting people to sleep. You know, they got to have something to entertain them. I thought I was sharing the screen. Sabu's probably not here.
All right, Sabu, are you still here?
What are the chances? He's a get up, get going.
You can put the $25 gift card in the raffle for the show. Or you can use it on Moss. He does a lot of quarries and stuff.
I've been getting a lot of string algae in one of my tanks I'm cycling. Would you treat it somehow or just siphon it out?
So I have two things to tell you. One, it might not be hair algae, and it might be Cladophora. So,
oh, what?
Yeah.
You're still here? No way. Grant didn't put you to bed.
So if there's Cladophora in it and there's shrimp in it, then you've got an issue that you can't take care of unless you get the shrimp out of the tank. If it isn't Cladophora, though, it should go away with just simple water changes. So if you're not overfeeding, your lights aren't on for a ridiculously long time during the day, and you're keeping up with your water changes and the algae's still there, then chances are that's Cladophora. And the only way I've been able to get rid of Cladophora 100% is with the product called Razor from Brightwell. Not a razor blade. It is a liquid additive to your tanks that actually kills the Cladophora. It's a flocculent. It bonds to the spores. Cladophora, when it's dying off, it sends a lot of spores, just like mushrooms do. So it can repopulate when the conditions are back and ready for it at a good time. Yeah. So you're going to be a master of Cladophora. You just got all of that. And so if the flocculent bonds with the spore, then it won't spread. So Razor is 100% the only product that I found that gets rid of it. She's being too cute. I don't want to move her. Nope. Confirmed. There's still Cladophora in the blue velvet tank. And it's not like Cladophora that came off of like crappy plants. It was those moss balls that somebody got that are actually the Mario algae impersonator of Cladophora that's rolled up and clumped up into a little ball.
Benjamin Peter says, does Razor kill plants though?
No, Razor does not kill any of the plants. It's 100% good for those. However, it does affect your invertebrates. So it can kill off some shrimp. It's killed off some of my larger rabbit snails and bigger snails, but it didn't have any issues with like the juveniles and babies.
So Sabu did message and said, spin it again.
Okay, so here we go. Thank you, Sabu.
Clog images.
Click
All right.
images. What did it say?
Clogged images. You're all clogged up.
Congratulations. Make sure you comment below to see if you're still here. Can't treat with H2O2, EJ said.
So that's what I was just talking about in the tank with the blue velvets. It does have Cladophora, and I've been actually dosing it with what I thought would be a lethal dose of hydrogen peroxide to the blue velvet tank. And you can ask Shelby, I attempted to pull out all of the blue velvets out of that tank. There's still babies left behind, even with all the hydrogen peroxide treatment that I did. The shrimp did not die off. There's still another colony full of them. I'd like to do the Razor to get rid of it, but I can't do that with the shrimp. But the corrosive hydrogen peroxide with like a cup of it into a 55-gallon tank didn't kill the shrimp. So it also didn't kill off the Cladophora. There's some of it still growing in small clumps, but all the really stringy bits that were growing did die back. It's just not completely dead. I know, it's frustrating.
And Clicks was here. Congratulations. Make sure to email us at the Garden of Eater. Thank you, Master Fish Scout, for that. Stephen P says H2O2 never removes all traces of it.
I mean, if you're not trying, it will eventually kill all of it off if you do a high enough dose, but it'll start killing off plants and stuff like that too. But I've gotten it out of tanks and the ponds outside, but it was like a lethal dose. Nothing is surviving how much corrosive hydrogen peroxide I put in to get rid of it outside, but it did work.
All right. What's the next giveaway?
I'm pretty sure the mic might have picked up that one. You didn't hear it.
I did. Very slow.
It was too close to the mic.
Oops.
All right, so this one is hashtag shrimp. I said this was going to be the best one of the night. This is for a baker's dozen of any of the shrimp that are currently on our website. So it could be any of Shelby's Pintos. It could be any of the Ocean Blue Neocaridina, whatever have it. Any of the baker's dozen, so that's technically 13 shrimp on our website. You get to pick Neocaridina or Caridina. It does not matter. So this is the best. That $25 gift cards are not going to buy that. Sam Scales prints. I think these are $20 for the bigger ones. So it's definitely the best one of the night.
Foxy Fishes member for 12 months. Yay! Thank you so much. Says Mary Fishmas. Make sure to email us once you do hit that 12-month membership. We do have your member-only print that you get from Sam Scales. We only give this out to 12-month members of your green. This is the green tie.
Green kiwi tie.
Tie. So if you reach out to us, you have that 12-month membership. We can send you your print. Thank you so much, Foxy, for joining us. Hope everyone's having a good holiday week. I know a lot of you just joined us. So
You have my notes. I have more on the notes.
more on the notes. I never found a pin to. I'll have to go through this whole live stream again.
Okay. So, the outdoor shrimp tubs. I'm getting a lot of questions about people that are, getting shrimp this time of the year, especially Neocaridina, where they're saying the bags are really cold. Outside, our shrimp tubs, they're cold. The first 2 years of us keeping shrimp outside, I kind of panicked around this time of the year because one day you feed all the shrimp and you've got like a big pile, a couple hundred shrimp at the pile. And then, it gets kind of cold out. You go feed the shrimp the next day and literally no shrimp on the pile. And you're like, where did they all go? Did a frog get in here and eat all my shrimp? What's going on? But basically what happens is they go dormant and they don't want to waste a lot of energy in case there's any predators that can easily pick them off. And because they're not wasting a lot of energy, they're not eating a lot of food. So they just kind of hide. A lot of them go underneath our sponge filters. There's little drains on all the IBC totes. So a lot of them go into there. Lucas Bretz even thinks that a lot of them will dig and bury themselves. And I guess they could, around the drain cap, there would be enough substrate there if they wanted to do that. But most of the tubs, they don't have enough to really bury themselves. But I haven't witnessed or seen that myself. That'd be cool one day to just look underneath one of our tanks and just see a bunch of shrimp tunnels of shrimp climbing around like ants.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
What was I going on about?
The cold. The bags are cold.
Outside. So the tubs, the water, they're just cold. So when you get a bag of shrimp, it's probably going to be cold because they're not really going to be warmed up from our water outside in Florida through the mail. So, but they're fine every year. As soon as it gets a little bit warmer out, all the shrimp come out on the sides of the tubs to get that fresh tan and get all warmed up.
I love this name because it's just reminding me of Fresh Nuggets and then, of course, Fresh Nugs. But Raccoon and Velvets are doing great. I got from you guys. Glad to hear. I love the raccoons. And Velvets are actually growing on me since we've had them in the house lately. So I've enjoyed watching them. It's change of pace sometimes where you really like one shrimp for a little bit and then you're like, oh, these are new. They kind of look different. It's cool. But raccoons are always a steady favorite. They're my little trash pandas. Always awesome to watch. Especially when you throw like wood in there and they're always like on the wood grazing. They're always moving and then they're ravaged for that food compared to other shrimp. I mean, those fancy shrimp are just like kind of like, what's funny? They're like fancy shrimp eating, like fancy people, like with their little, they're a little polite and they're picking at their little things. And then the raccoons are like little savages. And they're just like, I love it. We should do a video of it, like really hardcore music to the raccoons eating, and then it's the beautiful symphony to the other ones eating real slow. It'd be so funny. You can notice the difference right away. Beauty and the Beast said, I murdered a bunch of floaters attempting to kill off pests. I haven't messed with H2O2 since. Oh no.
Yeah, in my experience, floaters die off really easily, except for duckweed. So the red root floaters are the worst and the easiest to kill. Frogbit has been a little bit of a challenge for us in some of our tanks and ponds, but in most of them, they end up doing great now. But red roots are not an easy one to take care of. They do not like the H2O2.
My first night said they'd love the wood in the tank. Yeah, I love it. Jim says, no shrimp yet. Been cycling the tank for about 5 weeks. If I treat with razor, do I need to extend the cycle time?
I wouldn't be too worried about the cycle, but if you do dose with the razor, you need to do like a 90% water change or as close to 100 as you can in order to get all of that flocculent out of the water, and then fill it up with the right water again before you add the shrimp in. I definitely wait a week until after you add your shrimp in.
Like you said, have you ever had nearly an entire group of shrimp seemingly disappear just to find out they're playing peekaboo inside a cavernous wood? I can easily see that happen.
Yeah, I've definitely had
Sponge filters, just
tanks
big
where
sponge filters.
I thought maybe there was only like 3 or 4 shrimp left in the aquarium, and then I pulled up some moss, and then there's loads of them.
Ashley said, "Do y'all have shadow pandas available?" Yep, we just had shadow pandas available, and we sold out of them quite quickly.
That might be a possibility if you're wanting like 5 to 10 of them. I might have to check. But if you're wanting shadow pandas that aren't pure shadow pandas, I can definitely hook you up with Tybes that look like shadow pandas for cheaper.
It was Sylvania and red roots. Yeah, red roots are very finicky sometimes. There's some people that can grow them like crazy, but most of the time, like, some people have issues with it. Fresh Next says, my frog bit in the tank took over and have 20-inch roots and took the whole 60 fluval tank I have. Yeah, I love frog bit, though, because of that. I think it's so cool because a lot of the shrimp love to, like, hang on that. It's so cool. Stop looking at things. You're distracting me. Oh, I do enjoy that. And then Into the Future said, I thought I've cleared out Neos out of a cichlid heavy tank, and at night I can still find them many generations later at night. Yep. That's crazy. That's really cool, though. They're still surviving.
We've got a 10-gallon tangerine tiger tank that we've tried to, like, 3 times a year for 8 years, try to get all the shrimp out of that tank, and failed every single time. There's definitely babies that survive and then grow up, and then they're buried within like 2 weeks of us doing it.
Person says, my frog bit is 5 or 6 inches tall, sticking out of the water. Yeah, tank, not the ball. I figured you meant something like that. We have frog bit out in our turtle tubs, and it looks so cool. I love it. I actually really like the immersed growth look. Bugsy says, I have so many red root floaters, I'm always throwing them out. Can't tell if it's good or bad for the tanks yet. It's usually good. It's usually soaking up the bad stuff, and it is good to get rid of them, especially if you have too many of them. That's a good sign it's sucking up. Like, when you have too much duckweed, that becomes a problem. Same with anything that covers the whole surface. But it's still good for your tank.
I might be wrong about the actual fraction or whatever, but it's like if you have 1/2 or 1/3 of the tank covered, it's working at its optimal rate. So you never want to let it fully cover the top of your tank. I think the rule is once it covers 2/3 of the tank, you cut it back down to 1/3 or 1/2 of the tank. So that way it can continuously thrive, grow, has room to send runners and spread out. And as it's growing and making new plantlets, it's absorbing all of that plant waste, or not plant waste, but food waste and organics in the water that you don't want in the water column.
Oh. And then Ashley said, I just love the look of shadow pandas. If you want to bring some to the expo in February, you will have to remind us because we do not remember things like that. Not by February, for sure. We got a lot going on in January. Even though there's no shows, I got a lot of projects and we got a lot to do to get this house in tip-top shape back because we have taken a little bit of break. So, but remind us and we will bring them. You just thought there was a spider on the ceiling the way you both looked up. No, just looking in a 55-gallon tank where a fish is up there near the surface, just chilling, doing its thing.
I added a couple of fish from outside, so it's just weird seeing a guppy swimming around in a 55-gallon tank all by itself.
It's not by itself, it's just up there by itself.
Yeah, That's okay.
uh,
You got something to say? You got something to say?
Ooh, Beauty in the Bed said, just went out to the garage and took a peek at my tanks. The Blue Oceans boys are going nuts for the berries lady soon. Yes, hopefully. Hope those do well for you. Onki said, I have found the only way to keep red root floaters alive in red indoors. No flow, fertilizer with tons of iron, and a ridiculous amount of light. 15 to 18 hours per day.
Yeah. No
That
flow is
flow is-
definitely the key.
It definitely is. We had gotten those a couple times where we were like throwing them in the pool. We're like, oh, these would be great. And we have like a heavy filter and it just destroyed them every time. If not them, the turtles would. You talkative tonight. Are you going to say hi to everybody else? She looked like she was gearing up too, but she didn't. Ashley said, I've got 5 shrimp tanks right now and building a rack that fits 9 tanks. Need 4 more types. I definitely wanted Silhouette. Yes, you gotta have those. They're the coolest. Running Water said, what is the first shrimp or fish that the both of you kept?
So first fish for me were neon tetras. I got them the same time I got an African claw frog, and the frog demolished the tetras right in front of me. And then my first shrimp were ghost shrimp as feeders for our Jack Dempsey fish. But as I was keeping them in a tank where I was breeding guppies for feeders for the Jack Dempsey, I wasn't really housing them and trying to breed them. The first shrimp tank that I set up to try and breed and keep was a red cherry tank.
My first fish tank was also neon tetras, but my parents bought those for me. I did not ask or pick those out. I did like them though.
Oh, I begged for them. There was a pet store over by Publix on 19, and my mom would get Charlie's bird food or something like that. And every time I go in there, I'd look at those fish and I'd ask for them and ask for them and ask for them. And finally, I got a 10-gallon tank. I had like a little tiny like octopus on like a treasure chest or something like that in the middle. And
yeah, I never asked for fish. I was honestly never home and never cared for anything like that. I had my dogs. It wasn't something I was thinking about. My parents actually got me that. But the first fish that I actually purchased and wanted for myself, sorry if I moved the camera, was an Oscar, a tiger Oscar. Was to die for. I had to have it with a gold gourami and an angelfish. Like, yeah, weird combination, but those were my favorite at the time. Were the Oscars. I did not know they got as big as they did. I thought they stayed like this big, which would be cool. Honestly, you know how awesome Oscars would be if they would stay that size and not grow so gigantic.
I think the cool thing about Oscars is they get like big enough to be considered a monster fish.
Yeah, but they're so like cool when they're small too. Like it would be nice if you could have both. You know, like it would be cool to have both options. And then the first shrimp, because we technically had his shrimp, but the first shrimp that I carried was the Silhouette shrimp. The cardinal Silhouettes were the ones that I wanted for myself. Reels Tank said, what is the best way to get rid of tank herpes, aka duckweed? So I find I like a smaller like shrimp net, or not smaller shrimp net, bigger fish net, but like real fine. I wish I had the green one out. The green one's like my favorite. And scoop it out, or a comb is really good. I never have a comb available, so I don't get to use that method very often.
We got a kit that came with picks, and they're perfect for removing duckweed.
Yes.
But
a fine tooth pick though.
There's somebody that
one.
keeps recommending a shop vac. And I think that would be great as long as you don't have like duckweed growing underwater in all of your plants. Like my 55-gallon tank, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get all of the duckweed out of that tank, because every time I've done a water change, the duckweed gets caught up underneath the moss and the spiderwood and the ferns, and there's just duckweed everywhere in that tank. So
some tanks we've removed it from completely.
If it's still at the water column, I do think I would definitely give the shop vac a go. I'm thinking about just buying a mini shop vac for duckweed next year and seeing it, because that last 2 years we've had our goal to get rid of the duckweed out of the house, and it's
spoiler
in just as many tanks, not more tanks, luckily enough, but probably the same amount.
I don't think I feel like it's not as bad.
It's just not leaving the tanks that we've tried to get it out of a couple times.
R11A said, I bought some blue diamonds from you guys a while back. Little update. So many buried females. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have something to say?
She only wants to talk when you're talking. Yeah. I've trained her well.
The aquarium co-op sponge must have helped, as they've grown quite a bit big too, kind of like the yellows. I'm excited to see if that helps too. I'm really enjoying the look of them in the room right now. I just told Grant, because we had like the lights on, everything's going. We just haven't plugged in the sponge filters yet. But I'm liking the look of it, that's for sure. Hopefully it will bring a lot of breeding. Hopefully there's a good amount of biofilm that goes on those sponges too. Yeah.
The live stream's almost over. We got 4 more minutes. Let's do the giveaway. Last chance.
Your best duckweed removal strategy. Yeah, that was my 2. The net. That I usually use like a bigger net, and then I kind of do this in the tank. I'm not kidding. She's yelling at you. She's not comfortable.
Well, probably don't want to be asking the people that made it a goal the last 2 years to get rid of duckweed how to get rid of duckweed, because we've been failing. I would go with the guy that's been recommending me to use the shop vac, and I haven't used the shop vac yet.
Who's the one recommending you?
I don't. I'm horrible with remembering these things.
How do you suggest to do something like that and then don't know?
I don't know. It could be Shady Grady. It could be Toop Dog. It could be any one of the regulars. It could be Jeff Kane. I don't know. It's a regular though. I found the pencil. It's way too late now.
Oh man, yeah, it's just not. Oh, get a goldfish and feed them. Yeah, goldfish will take care of it, but if you have shrimp, you're kind of screwed. That's the thing that sucks about duckweed and shrimp, is because a lot of the shrimp are on the duckweed. So it really does, like in the, is it the emerald or the jade tank in there? Emeralds specifically. And I absolutely hate removing the duckweed in there because I'm afraid I'm throwing away shrimp. So I literally have to dig through it and and green shrimp on green duckweed.
I can't dig through the duckweed at all. Every time I catch shrimp out of that tank, I go through and I grab as much of the duckweed as I can. I throw all of the guppy grass to one side of the tank. I feed the other side, and I catch my shrimp. Hashtag shrimp. Get in on the giveaway. We're giving that away in just a few seconds.
Sleeper Barbecue says low flow, ideal for neo shrimp in an everyday life.
No, I think the more flow you have, the better. The more oxygen exchange, the higher oxygen you have, the better.
Yeah. I have talked about this a lot. You got to think of usually where shrimp are. Yeah. They're in higher flow areas. They can survive in low flow. They don't need it, but they do better. That's where they prefer to be. Just like certain hill stream loaches, like they can survive in a tank without a flow, but they're going to do better in a higher flow.
Yeah, I think ideally you want as much flow as you can provide for them comfortably without them going all over the place. But I'm pretty sure you won't be able to get that to happen either.
We've had that.
the stream by our house, I mean, the shrimp are holding on, walking around, swimming from branch to branch and stuff like that. So I think the more flow, the better. You just got to worry about the babies getting sucked up into the propeller.
Fish Cavade says, I have 2 very established tanks that have been going over a year, so probably shrimp time. Oh, of course, they will be super happy. Beautiful babies to go to Nana's. Thank you. Look at those cheeks. Yeah. He's too cute.
You want to do the giveaway now, and then we'll catch up?
Yeah.
Hashtag shrimp. This is your last chance. Yeah, she's getting fussy.
Not having it tonight, are you? Huh. All right, we got 86. Let's refresh one
She's
more
still
time.
got anxiety from shopping today. I
Oh,
don't feel
yeah.
her.
She was not having it. I'm the same. We waited last minute. That's never a good idea. I already
It's not that we
refreshed this.
waited last minute on purpose. It's you never get the right idea.
Into the future. Are you here?
It's just you gotta
Into
say.
the
All right, thank you.
future. What is that from?
And the time just keeps on spinning. I don't know what kind
Space Jam? But I don't know where it's originally from.
of song.
Is it Space Jam? No, I gotta know. Make sure you're still here to claim your prize. Yeah, there you are. Congratulations. Make sure to email us at thegardenofeater@gmail.com. I always like when I see a new person win.
You have
Am I outside in the
5
box?
seconds to respond. Who sings the song? If you get it right, I'll throw in an extra shrimp. 5, 4. Oh, that wasn't the right person. 3, 2. You won the last thing. It totally threw me off. I was like, oh,
He's
that was
like,
quick.
"No, I'm
I
gonna
was like,
shrimp in
wait,
my
no, that's
bucket."
not the right person.
Oh, that's so funny. Outside in aquatics, one of these days I'll win a giveaway. Don't
Well,
give up.
You've got next week, and I think one more week after that, where we'll be giving a giveaway, at least four giveaways every week. That last one was pretty good. You pick out any 10 shrimp. Usually we tell you what kind of shrimp you can pick from. So you will need to let us know into the future about what kind of shrimp you would like us to send. And we'll have to wait until the holiday season shipping is kind of slowed down, and we'll get those out to you.
Heather said, are they having the Carolina Aquatic Expo this year?
So that was the one that's Sabu show that, right?
No, the Carolina one. We just went to it.
The Southern Aquatic Experience
No.
is different. That one's in South Carolina. Is that the
There's
one in
too
North
many
Carolina?
Carolina shows.
Yeah. I
But I
think
think you're
we have
talking-
4 planned trips to the Carolinas.
But
next
yes,
year.
all the Carolina ones are next year, I
Yeah.
believe.
I believe so too.
Myra's lending her 2 cents. Y'all are amazing as a father to 3 boys. Oh, thank you. Step
Appreciate
1,
that.
don't get duckweed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Every
man.
time I get fish from somebody and there's duckweed in it, I'm like, how could you do this to me?
The guppies are going to be so angry when they end up in duckweed shop. So I hate when I do like
The good thing is though, they'll go from the shop back and I'll dump it into the pool. So they'll have a place to live until it gets too cold or the koi eat them.
I have to put a net at the end when I do like water changes in the garage. You know, I'm not the best at being quick enough. Like sometimes my reflexes are great. I play a lot of video games and they're good, but sometimes they're like the slowest in the world. And that guppy decides to swim up that hose. Thankfully, it's 50 feet long, and I see it go up, and I have to run to the end and get the net and make sure it's there. But, oh, man, they are not happy bringing them back to the tank. I guarantee you, they're like, what did I just go through? Like you said, what will baby's first word be? Will mama, dada, or shrimp? That'd be so cute if it's shrimp. Layla's was mom. Jaden's was money. I think it was supposed to be mommy, but it came out as money. So,
Clear as day money.
yeah, it was like money. And then Layla was mama. I actually have that filmed, and I want her to say dada because I've already got my mama. I want her to say dada, but she's already sounds like she's screaming mama when she gets real mad. She sounds like
when she's definitely hungry, it comes out.
Yeah, it sounds like it's ma. Where are you, ma? It's hilarious. Happy holidays, fish finger. R11A, thank you so much for the $1.99 super sticker. or chat. I don't know what these are. Do super chat. Thank you so much.
I had to look at the dog. I like the dog.
Oh, looks like one of our dogs.
It's not a lab though.
Oh, I think it is.
It looks like
It looks like a lab.
A little
Maybe it
boxier
looks so
head
funny
than a
looking
lab.
at him. So Coco had a big boxy head.
I'm also looking at a tiny thumbnail
Yeah,
too. So.
it's like this big. Caitlin says, my shrimp occasionally like to swim into the hang on the back filter and then fly. It's like a nice ride. I wonder if it's like a parkour for them. Let's go. It's a little dangerous because they could get like Finding Nemo, like watch out for the propeller.
I have some that climb the hang on the back filter and clean it and go in the flow too.
Yeah, you'll see them like eating at it. It's like so weird. I'm like, please go back down. We have one tank in the kitchen that has Rickia, and it's got shrimp on top of it. It's so cool. And I think, sorry.
Oh, Jeff Kane. With
Thank
the
you
10
so
memberships.
much. Gifted 10 Garden of Eater memberships. I love how we never see these. Thank you so much. If you got gifted a Garden of Eater membership, make sure to email us at thegardenofeater@gmail.com. Your YouTube name, your real name, and address so we can send out your members only sticker and your 10% off discount for our website, tgoeshrimp.com. Thank you so much, Jeff Kane. Thank you again, Steven, and everyone who donated to the stream tonight. You guys are great, and we appreciate you all so much.
Yeah, no, definitely, especially this year. Kind of bit off more than I can chew. I think we'll all relive that again next week when we do the recap. But you guys have definitely made this year a lot easier than what it could have been without you guys and all of your support. So thank you guys.
And then Jeff Kane, member for 31 months. Crazy it's been that long. Said, Merry Christmas. You're over here being Santa, too. Thank you so much.
And I do got to get with Alex and get the poster made up. And if it's not for the 24 months, it'll be for 36 months. We'll figure it out. But we got to make it special. And we got to make up for past ones.
So which one's Aquamania, Aquatic Expo, Southern Aquatic?
And then the Carolina Aquatic Workshop.
There's so many. Well, no, that's what the Southern Aquatic one is.
No, they're asking
Southern
which one
Aquatic
is missing,
Experience.
and
Yeah.
they don't have the Carolina Aquatic Workshop on there.
We got to make a list this year. This is the first time we need to make a list of the ones we're attending.
No, we did it last year too. We got the calendar. Shelby already ordered a calendar, so that'll be pulled out.
Oh, it's a Great Dane. I was wrong.
Yeah,
Now I see it.
that's what I thought it was.
Oh, I see it now. It's a puppy. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to see, but now I see it. Making sure we're up. Thank you. Happy holidays, everybody. I see you're in chat. Sorry.
Yeah.
Felipe, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Merry Christmas. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Big Steve Glassbox is member for 7 months. There should be at least 90 some likes. Well, thank you, Big Steve. We'll see you hopefully at the Keystone Clash this year.
Or another show. He definitely goes to more than just the Keystone Clash.
All right. And we are caught up. Thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday this week. Enjoy time with the family or with someone nearby. And enjoy some good food, hopefully.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.